Perfect.
Hi, my name is Daniel J. Collette from Coffeebreath. Welcome to Game and Talk. I go to a school with a lot of really interesting people, and so what I've decided to do is bring them into my living room here in our dorm building and interview them about their lives while I force them to play weird video games with me. And my guest today is a good friend of mine, Myles J. Berrin.
I have no clue why he decided I was an interesting person, but I'm here.
And the game that we're going to be playing today is the great American classic Sonic R for the Sega Saturn. We'll be playing the GameCube re-release from 2005.
So official.
This is
such an official intro, the most official intro anyone's ever given to Sonic R. Wasn't expecting me doing this today.
Okay, so are we ready to play here?
As ready as I'll ever be, Dan. As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. So while we're getting started here, Myles, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
My name is Myles. I'm a student here at
You can say Emerson.
School. Okay, it's Emerson College. Yeah. I say it on the podcast all the time. I own a podcast that I run with my friend Ben. Do writing.
What's the name of the podcast?
Writing Intensifies. Check it out. It's on my YouTube channel.
There will be a link to it somewhere.
I'm sure you can click on it, and I do videos occasionally. Give them a look.
There's gonna be a link in the description, bro. Hey, what's your major here at Emerson?
I'm a VMA screenwriting major, which is a fake thing that I say to people to differentiate all the other VMA majors, because I'm fucking special.
You are a writer.
Yes.
You are a podcaster.
I am.
Tell us what else you do. Anything else? Any other projects that you're part of?
That's about it for the most part. Anything else I do is usually just like, personal projects or anything. But other than, video production and screenwriting, and the podcast, I don't really do much else.
Well, you're also an accomplished actor.
I am an accomplished actor. You can see me in the film Being Dead.
Yes, he's in Coffeebreath short film, which is also going to be on this channel.
That's what I think. That's what I think about you, Jake.
Get out of the camera. You're the cameraman. You fuck. Okay. I'm gonna start with my boyfriend Sonic.
I'm gonna go with Metal Sonic because I'm edgy and cool. This fanfare is fucking great.
I know. Oh, it's at nighttime. All right.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
So if you don't know anything about this game,
god.
It is a racing game kinda, but it's more just a piece of trash.
It's a racing game in the same way that dry humping is sex. I think I'm going backwards, I think. There's no indication.
That's my favorite part about this game, is that it's a racing game, but you don't actually have to be on the track. Like, you can just walk across, you can walk on the other side of, all of the traps and stuff.
It's very expressive. It's very freeform.
It is.
It's about player expression and creativity.
Alright, so one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on the show is because you have an extremely interesting family history. So Myles' dad was a rapper. Maybe you've heard of him, MC Search. He was part of the group Third Base.
That's the first time anyone's gotten both of those names correct.
Oh, trust me, I've done my research.
This is a professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, I just.
Oh, are we doing it again?
No, I don't want to do
I
it.
don't want to do this again.
We're not gonna do it again. Hold
Okay.
on, we're gonna get back to the menu.
Okay.
Retire. I wish I could retire.
Sonic R just makes me wish I could retire from life. I wish I was dead.
Alright, I'll switch it up this time. Try out, yes, Metal Knuckles.
I will be the Tails doll.
We'll move on to Radical City.
With the greatest song ever.
With the dankest song.
Living
Okay,
in the city.
so your dad, he had a solo career and then also a career in this group. One of the story that is always one of the most interesting to me about your dad is how he literally kind of almost basically discovered Nas.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
My facts might not be entirely correct.
Yeah.
If I remember from what my dad told me, the story goes that he pretty much, Nas was just doing what a lot of rappers in the 90s did, which was like they would go to any public area, street corner, subway, so on and so forth, and they would just spit. And they would just go into like a spittoon. Yeah, I think he was in a subway, and my dad was like, oh my god, this guy's good. And so he basically, I don't know what the timeline looked like exactly, but long story short, the first major record that Nas rapped on was my father's song Back to the Grill Again. featuring like 5 other fucking people.
Obviously, I'm gonna link that shit below in the description. You bet your ass.
So many fucking links because I'm just such an interesting guy.
Yeah, that story always stands out to me because that's fucking crazy. I remember when you first told me that. This was like very soon after meeting Myles.
It was like week 1, I think.
Yeah, this was like our first week of knowing each other, and I had already been like talking to him. We had met like online before.
Yeah.
Before we both came to school here, and we were hanging out one time with a small group of people, and someone was playing some music, and someone just decided to put on like a Nas track. I don't remember which one it was. So
I can't believe I lost. I'm the Tails doll.
you lost to Metal Knuckles, the best character. So someone put on a Nas track, and Myles just fucking offhandedly is like, "Oh yeah, hey, my dad's really good friends with this guy," and we're like,
It was
come
like,
again? Hold on. Who the fuck is your dad? And I think then from there you started to tell us about how your dad is also friends with like fucking Questlove.
Yeah. I have met Questlove.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, why's your life so much cooler than mine?
My dad just put his penis in the right people. Love you, Dad.
Just when I thought this game couldn't control any worse,
I
I'm
don't
playing
think you can't even jump.
Eggman. You can't jump when you're Eggman or
You can't jump when you're Amy either. What is this?
I'm going in reverse, I think.
This game doesn't work if you can't jump.
Oh wait, it actually doesn't. Wait, look. I'm trying to get on this spring.
Oh my god.
And I can't jump, so I'm
This game
fucked.
is broken. Holy shit.
You're not really much of a hip hop fan though, coming from
No, which is interesting because I've been like it's not like I haven't been exposed to hip hop or like because I went to a white kid high school, so of course I heard all the shitty like rap music of like the late 2000s. So I had that, and then of course my dad exposed me to a lot of 90s era rap and some 80s. So I had that, and it just never clicked personally, but like I know my history at least.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know enough of my
That's more than a lot of people can say.
Yeah.
So do you like your dad's music? Is
Yeah,
that
I
a
do.
question can you answer that question on air?
That's the thing is I haven't listened to like that much of it, but I like what I've heard.
It's fucking look at his
Look
flat
at his face.
his flat
teeth.
polygon arms.
His
They're
teeth are amazing.
He's a 2D object in a 3D world. It must be painful to live that way.
Aren't we all though?
So I don't want to harp on too much, but was it weird ever growing up with a dad who was famous? Like, did you like get recognized ever when you were with him?
I did. He does get recognized sometimes, especially like on my mother's birthday, our most recent birthday. We went to because I live in Orlando, Florida, the best city.
The underside of America's penis.
It's the genital wart of the United States. We went to the Iron Chef restaurant. There's one at Downtown Disney, and so we were there, and basically these 2 waiters came up to us, and like there are these like young black waiters. They go, "Excuse me, but UMC sir," and then he's like, "Yeah," and then they go like really loud in that way that only young black people can do. My mother's black. I can say these things, you guys. So like that was the last time that happened. That was like a month ago. So it does happen quite frequently, but otherwise like you just don't think about it too much. Like unless like we're not in tabloids, we're not in like the public eye. It's like it's no big deal to me.
It's interesting that that you have those ties to fame, but like it's not in like a fucked up way.
Yeah.
Where like you don't have like paparazzi or anything because it wasn't that like.
Yeah. Like no one. I mean, I hesitate to say no one cared, but yeah, no one really cared. Like it was just like. My dad.
In a way, it was the perfect amount of fame.
Yeah, because my dad was getting recognized. He was doing stuff. He was
he's very
respected.
accomplished.
Yeah, he was accomplished. He was respected. But like, I could leave my house without a fucking blanket on my head.
All right. So anyway, enough about your family. I'll talk about you for a little bit.
Yeah, enough about your fucking parents or whatever. He
wow,
can't
this is actually just fucking Rainbow Road. Like,
yeah.
This is no joke. Balls out Rainbow Road.
Don't you mean Radiant Emerald?
So. You're, I would say, a big fan of video games.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Is that a fair assumption?
I would like to call myself a connoisseur.
So is that kind of like? Do you feel like that's kind of like your main thing? I mean, I know you're here for film school, but
yeah, video games are kind of my major thing. Like
your life's passion.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people who are like, oh, I screenwrite, I write. If I don't pick up a pen, I will die. But like that's not me. Like. I can, I screenwrite because it's fun and it's a good creative outlet and it's what I want to do. But like, if I just retired, I would be happy with just a good video game. for the rest of my life.
So I consider you a man of fine taste when it comes to video games.
Thank you.
If someone were to come up to you and say, Myles, I've played I want to get more into games. I've played like the essentials, the classics. What's something that I haven't heard of that I need to check out? What would your answer be?
Like are they looking for like something kind of obscure, like vaguely obscure?
Yeah, like not like, I don't know, fucking like Ocarina of Time or Metal Gear.
Yeah, like something that's good but like isn't like.
Yeah, something maybe people haven't heard of. If they want to get a little more into games, something you'd recommend. Check out.
Oh, that's a good question.
I thought of it myself.
I guess the closest thing I have to like a rare gem that like I found or like I consider myself to have found, even though I really didn't, is Vanquish.
Vanquish is really great.
Vanquish is fucking great, and it's I lost somehow.
Come on, step it up.
Oh no, I'm too
Step it up.
slow.
You're too slow.
Yeah, I mean, Vanquish would probably be like my recommendation for like a kind of obscure, pretty much any platinum game though. Like even like the more well-known ones like Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising.
Some of my favorites, yeah.
Yeah, those are just great games. But I specifically recommend Vanquish because no one has played it. I think it's like the worst-selling Vanquish game or platinum game.
I think it sold what, 2 copies?
Yeah, I bought both of them actually. I own the Xbox version and the PS3 version. Yeah, it's like interesting mechanics. Like if you're getting bored of like third-person shooters, it's like a cover shooter but with rocket boosts and time slowing. It's fucking great. And the story is not the worst thing ever. Like that's
the ending is stupid.
The ending is fucking terrible, and I love it.
It's kind of the greatest.
Like that's the thing. Like it's like RoboCop levels of heavy-handed satire, but like not nearly as funny or interesting as RoboCop.
Yeah. Attackies flavored like fire fuego. Eat one. Okay, so now we've tried the full extent of racing mode. So now we're gonna try.
There's only like
get
2
5
modes in this
balloons.
game.
There are only 2.
And there's only 5 stages.
I haven't been regular Knuckles yet.
I haven't just been playing all Sonic.
Unlike you, I don't chuckle.
I don't get
My
it.
God! Oh my God!
Do you have an earliest memory playing video games? Like, do you remember the first game you ever played?
I actually do. We had like 2, it was the PS1 had come out in what, like 96. I was born. So I was born around that time. My parents got it around that time. I hadn't really played it though until 1999, and we owned 2 full games for it, which was a luxury back in that day.
Don't forget, we need to find 5 balloons here.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen a single fucking balloon.
I did a whole lap, and then I remembered we aren't racing anymore. But
yeah.
then I found a balloon off the side of the stage.
I think that's only where balloons are. Yeah,
2 games.
So we had like 2 games, and one of them was the Tarzan video game for PS1.
I think I played that.
That's the thing is, I remember playing it, but that's not the one I remember. And the other one was Crash Bandicoot Warped, and that's a fucking good game. I was like obsessed with Crash Bandicoot for a while. Oh look, Sonic can double jump.
Yeah, they all have their jump gimmicks except for Amy,
who can't. Her gimmick is no gimmick. Her gimmick is no jumps.
You got fucking blown out. You
I don't know.
Find a single balloon.
I'm sorry. I should have wandered off the map more.
That's actually how you win in this mode. It's kind of genius.
It really is.
What a great repurposing.
A
great repurposing of the content that they made. So my first game was Duck Hunt. I was, I think, 3 years old. And I like vividly remember this. It's actually crazy.
That's I have flashes of anything.
Yeah, no, I had some older stepbrothers or half brothers. They had left their old NES at our house to play when they were there.
Gotcha.
And so I remember finding it in the basement one time. It wasn't like hooked up or anything, and then my dad helped me hook it up. And the only game he knew how to play was Duck Hunt because you didn't actually have to like
use a controller
or anything.
Just point and shoot.
Yeah. And I vividly remember playing it for the first time. It was the double cartridge with Super Mario Bros. On it, so that was probably played that right after I also was playing it. Oh my god, you can do a spin dash!
I don't think that will help you.
I'm stuck.
Nothing can help you.
It made me stuck. Oh god! Oh god!
No!
Look, did you see that?
Fuck! That was so...
How could it possibly be in that
That was
position?
so fucking close.
Tails is the only character that can get that balloon. Like, you're fucked. You can't get it.
Years trying to get that.
So we already kind of touched on this for a second, but you're a film student here, but games are
Oh my fucking god.
games are kind of like your primary interest.
Yeah,
so what do you think it is that draws you to them over other art forms?
I mean, that's kind of tricky. I think about this a lot, and beyond like there's it's just kind of multi-layered, you know. Like when you watch a movie, you know, a movie can either be engaging and like insightful and you learn shit. These are all on the fucking track.
I know.
Oh my
god, so hard. They're in the worst spots. I figured out you can break if you press both triggers. By the way, that's a tip.
Thank you.
I'm willing to share that.
I appreciate you sparing me. But you know, when you watch a movie, you can either watch it for, you know, fun and enjoyment, you know, like a good like action movie or kind of thing, or, you know, there's like the art, you know, the Oscar-worthy movies, and it's like very rarely do you get kind of a mix of both. Whereas like in games, like regardless of if it's just, you know, dumb fun where you just hit the square button a bunch of times and win, or if there's like a great story to it, like oftentimes there's a lot of middle ground. There's a lot of quality in a lot of different departments. You know, you typically got like great music, great mechanics, interesting story, and it's, you know, and it's multi-layered and very tactile too. So like when something happens in a game, like there's an extension that kind of comes out to you and you feel more involved. So you know, that's probably it. Is just like the involvement of it. Did you win?
Yeah.
How did you win?
I just kept finding them, and I was breaking every time so I could get
Oh
them.
my god. I didn't even see anymore. That game...
That was
level,
close, though.
That was a seizure warning. There's no really easy answer to that. I don't know.
Right.
That's probably the closest I can get, but it's just, at the end of the day, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't. This is terrible.
This isn't fun?
Dan, I hate to break it to you, but I kind of hate this.
Are you telling me you're not having fun right now?
With Sonic R?
Oh, man. Get the
I'm
fuck
so
off my
sorry.
show. So you and I lived together for a year.
We
actually.
did.
We did. That's. I have some funny stories. I want to tell one of them.
All right.
It's not a bad one. Don't worry.
They're all bad, but this one's a less bad one.
Yeah, this one. I tell this to people sometimes when they meet Myles, because I think it's just
It's a character.
It really is. It's a great backstory for Myles. So there was this one time where I was looking for a pair of pants.
Oh my god!
Had gone missing. You know. I had a pair of jeans that I had left somewhere in our room like the night before, and the next day I was looking for them because I needed them.
He was looking for them all day.
Yeah,
like 24 straight hours.
I was looking fucking everywhere for them, and our room is not that big of a place. Like it's like 3 small rooms.
We were in the
beds,
smaller of the
2 beds in each of them, and then a living room. And I was like tearing apart our whole room. I was like going through all my drawers. Like I couldn't find where I left these pants, and it had only been like a few hours since I left them somewhere. So finally, like I gave up or whatever. I think you were out at the time because
probably.
I remember you came back in, and I was like in the living room or something, and I said something along the lines of, "Hey, I'm looking for a pair of jeans. I can't find them anywhere. If they pop up in the room, let me know." And then I just remember you just stopped, and you looked at me for a second. You were like, "What color are they?" I said blue.
Yeah.
This is such a bullshit balloon.
Oh my god, none of us can jump. We can't get that balloon.
It's in a decorative piece off the side of the map.
I hate this game.
And then, so you asked me what size it was. I told you. And then, I'm going to pause the game so I can do this. I hope the camera can capture me here. Oh, no, you're not going to be able to see me. All right, so he was standing up, and he says, "What size is it?" I answer him, and then he looks down, looks back up at me, looks down again, and says, "Do they look anything like this?" Kid is fucking wearing my pants. He was like, and then he goes, "Oh, I wonder why they didn't fit me."
I didn't think anything of it. I was just like,
he just happened to grab some pants off the floor, throw them on.
Like these are much longer than usual.
These have to be mine, but don't fit me, and I don't remember them not fitting me for some reason.
It was a graceful day.
Right.
Graceful.
So then the best part of the story was that I was looking for them because I needed to wash them.
Oh yeah.
Because the night before someone had puked all over them. So Myles spent an entire fucking day wearing my puke-covered pants and didn't even notice that 1, they smelled like puke, 2, were probably stiff as fuck from like the dry shit
stiff
all over them, and 3, they didn't fit him.
I smelled better than usual that day.
That's probably true.
That is accurate.
So anyway, that's a fun little tale that
That's
it's
a Myles ditty.
Oh, this looks promising.
Do you think anyone's ever died playing Sonic R?
I think they probably wanted to die. As far as actual deaths, I don't think anyone's played this game enough to have the circumstance, like the odd happenstance occur that they would die for some reason.
You know, this whole show, I've been hoping my soul would just leave my body while I was playing this game.
That's the intended effect.
It hasn't happened.
That means I'm doing my job right. That's how the guests should feel when they play a game on this show.
I called the suicide prevention hotline about Sonic R. They told me to do it.
They said, ooh, that's a rough one. We get that a lot.
Yeah, oh man. We can't help you there.
God damn it. Alright, hi, we lost a little bit of content there. Story got kind of cut out, but that's okay. You got the vast majority of everything, but
After everything afterwards was just
it was all just more suffering of Sonic R.
Yeah.
So it's probably for the best that you don't have to see that. But anyway, so we literally can't play this game anymore, or else I think
we did all the stages. We didn't clear them, but we did.
We did everything. We did everything that we possibly could, and I think if I had to do any more, I would just crack. So we're gonna stop for now. But thank you for joining me, Myles.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
great,
you for
yes.
suffering through that.
Where can people find your content online?
You can check it out at the obtusely named American Hikikomori channel. That's my name. I came up with it when I was like 15.
Link is here. Link is here.
Link's right here. Right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, not there. Is there anything else you want to plug?
No, but there's one story that we brought up before it got cut out, and it's just beautiful. So.
Yeah. So one thing that I want to plug for Myles is a short film that he recently starred in,
and wrote,
which is called Cross Fiction. I'm gonna link it below because I think it's fucking hilarious. So Myles plays Santa Claus. Black Santa. Covered in ketchup, making out with Jesus Christ. So I highly recommend that. Worth giving a watch.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks for being on the show. We had a great time here, suffering together.
Did we though?
I think we had the best time you could possibly have with this game.
We're the only people who've ever enjoyed Sonic R.
God damn it. All right. So thank you for watching. We're gonna go. My name is Daniel J. Collette. I am the host. This is another episode of Game and Talk, brought to you by Coffee Breath. Shout outs to my boys Jake Block and Sam on the ones and twos, the cameras. So before you go, Myles, I'm gonna need you to, in the tradition of our show, give a nice big smooch to my wall ornament, Bear the Moose.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So thanks again. We're gonna capture that now.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Freeze frame it at some point. Oh no, too much. Oh no, too much.
I smashed his face. Give 3 kisses. 'Cause I never do things half-assed.
Myles J. Berrin. Always the guy.
What can I say?
Always the man. Game and Talk.